Today we're here at JLL's Sydney CBD office talking about Offices 2020. Offices 2020 is something that JLL has been tracking since 2014. So halfway towards 2020 in 2017, we thought we'd take a bit of a stock take and look at where we're at and what we predict for the future. So Tim, Sydney is on the cusp of another wave of development. Certain precincts just completed, others starting. What are we seeing with these developments in terms of adapting to meet the needs of the future?
Thanks, Kristen. It's really interesting what Sydney's facing over the next 5 years. We're seeing unprecedented levels of both public and private investment that will be for the benefit of office workers. Firstly, the infrastructure that is going to benefit the major CBDs of Parramatta, North Sydney and Sydney CBD. I guess the overarching theme is around precinct. These days the office goes beyond the four walls that we sit in, and it's really important that the environment in and around the building supports the office workers' daily needs. And I think we're going to see in the coming years more a mixed use nature coming into the developments that we see in Sydney.
With technology and other advancements allowing us to work in different locations from home or from anywhere these days, how can offices remain relevant?
I think first and foremost, the office has to be a place for collaboration where people want to come and spend time and ultimately benefits the business through greater productivity. I think we've seen that real blurring of the lines between the home and the office, and that's about businesses coming back into the CBD areas where their people can have greater access to amenity and infrastructure. And we've really seen that explode in Sydney, as it has again in markets like New York, London, Hong Kong, Singapore and particularly San Francisco. And that's again really from the entrepreneurial side, people who could well have worked from home but want that collaboration, want that information sharing, and that we're now starting to see corporates push into that space and also adopt co-working for a range of different reasons around flexibility, but also exposing their people to a different way of thinking.
So in that case, what can owners and investors do to ensure that their buildings remain competitive?
The big opportunity is around the human element, ensuring that the building supports the daily needs of the office worker and therefore underpinning the performance of the company itself. Big data is something that's often spoken about, and harnessing technology to analyse and influence the performance of the building and therefore the comfort of the office worker within that building is something that we see is going to be really important. It's a really exciting time for Sydney from now through to 2020 and beyond. The quality of the projects, the infrastructure that will be delivered will ensure that Sydney is a really fantastic place for office workers to exist.